Hello, everybody. Welcome to the video. Today, we have the infamous Justin Fields. We all know how good of a runner he is. So, we all know how the Bears have the #1 overall pick, right? And with that pick is very valuable. But what if I were here to tell you they take a quarterback and then they move Justin Fields to running back? As David Montgomery's contract expires, Justin Fields will bloom into one of the best running backs in all of the NFL. Let's see what happens. Honestly, I'm very excited to get this video going. Should be a blast. I mean, are you kidding? This is all I've ever wanted in life. So I'm fine letting all of these guys walk. I'm more concentrated on the offense anyways. So I guess yeah, let's move into free agency. Let's move some guys around, acquire some guys that can maybe help Justin Fields out. Preferably offensive linemen to make this work. We don't need a running back. We already have one of those, so we could just forget about those. Move to wide receiver. Maybe there's one in here that we want to acquire. No one that really strikes my interest. So, moving on. Who else do you got in here that I might want to take away? Cole Kmet's fine. Orlando Brown here. If he wants a contract, man, I'm very happily giving out contracts to stud left tackles. So, we've got the top one on that one. Ben Powers being here, I would love that, but not happening. Right guard, see, no one just has interest. Rob Havenstein, $1 million 1-year deal. I'll give you the world, my guy. We've got money, and you've got interest. Come on over. Let's have some fun. How do the Cardinals want you so bad? Like, that shouldn't even be a thing. I'll give you $10 million and just base salary, and then there we are. I shouldn't get it done, but we'll see what we can do. We need one. I guess Bryce Huff, welcome to the team. If you want to, make your way on over, that's completely fine. That's good. Defensive tackles, we're good. Right end, fine. Left outside linebacker, don't really care. Corners, sure, I'd care if there's a good one here. Rock Yassin, sure, let's bring Rock Yassin in. 2 years. This should be a good deal for him. And I guess look back around, maybe circle back to Ben Powers and try to sign him up. Give him 5 years, 7.5, and then 7. And really making a dent in these contracts for sure. So what we're going to do here is go down to top 100. We got Rob Havenstein, Orlando Brown, Ben Powers, Rock Yassin, and Bryce Huff. Let's see who decides to come help out this new Bears offense. And how did we get Rob Havenstein but did not get Ben Powers or Orlando Brown? That doesn't make sense to me. Still probably won't get Bryce Huff. Might get Rock Yassin. I mean, what in the world, man? That's all I ever wanted was a good offensive lineman, and now we might even have to trade for them. That's really, really upsetting. Anyway, we got Rob Havenstein and Rock Yassin. Somehow those are the only two players we got out of that. Don't ask me. I obviously could not tell you. I'm still in disbelief. And moving into the draft, we have the #1 overall pick. And it is no mystery what we will be doing here today. And that is taking a quarterback #1 overall. But who is the quarterback? Will it be Will Levis, who is quarterback 1 on some people's boards? CJ Stroud, who might be the best, upside guy or best NFL ready guy right now? Or will it be Bryce Young, probably the best of them all? Let me guess, it's going to be Bryce Young, who's also got 85 speed, so very fast quarterback as well. But I guess moving on, we got Bryce Young, the first pick. Now we're going to probably back him up with some, we don't need running back. What do we need? We probably need offensive line here. Darnell Wright sitting at the top of the board feels right. No pun intended. But seriously, I do think that Darnell Wright is going to be my pick here. I think he's a pretty good athlete. So Darnell Wright on his way over to Chicago will come play tackle for us. I'm not sure if we'll have to slide someone inside for him to play, but might have to make that happen. But also, here we're going to look for the best offensive lineman available. DeJuan Jones is still here. Probably someone I'd consider it to be whatever. Someone you consider to be someone that you want to maybe take. And at this point, yeah, I think we'll take DeJuan Jones. 3 to 4 guy. He's got good ratings. DeJuan Jones, welcome. I know we don't need tackle, but we just got 2 of them. So deal with it. And then the rest of these picks will probably just be I mean, like, I'm not even sure what they'll be. What'll they be? I mean, could use another receiver. Nathaniel Dell, Houston receiver, was really good at the Senior Bowl, so that's pretty cool. Anybody else really strike my interest other than Nathaniel Dell? I don't think so. Nathaniel Dell, um, good player, I guess. I don't know. Let's go Nathaniel Dell. Let's get different. Let's get funky. We could take Nathaniel Dell here. Pretty sure he's not even that highly rated. This is my draft class, by the way, in case you guys were curious. Cedric Tillman finds himself off the board. Tariq Stevenson, Miami corner. I like him. Would I take him? Sure, but would I also take, I don't know, anybody else? This guy right here, Adetomiwa, Adetomiwa, Adebalwar. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the hell out of that, but he's going to be a Bear. So welcome on, guy. That's fun. Moving on here to the next pick. Rashad Torrance, safety, who I really love, flies off the board. Tariq Stevenson, obviously, still will be up there. Trey Dean, though. Love Trey Dean. Welcome to the team. Don't need a safety at all. Just felt like taking my favorite player. So he's one of my favorite players in the class. Trey Dean and Rashad Torrance, both are great players, in my opinion. And hopefully both get a chance in the NFL to show them, or show, I guess, people what they're really full of. And I guess that's a bunch of juice here. Byron Young, depending on his block shedding, A, and then B, power moves. I like the player. I like the athleticism. Welcome on Byron Young, Alabama edge. And so that'll be it for me in this draft. And we'll go ahead and assemble this team after looking at the draft class. So we'll have a hopefully very young and not great offensive line, but someone that could kind of progress through the 3 years of this simulation and kind of help out the team. So we'll see the overalls of these guys. And like I said, young offensive line is all we're worried about here. So Bryce Young at 76 overall, Darnell Wright, and then DeJuan Jones, 270 overall tackles is fine. Nathaniel Dell wasn't that great. Adetomiwa Adebalwar, really good. Trey Dean, 71 overall. Byron Young, 67. JJ Weaver, Isaiah Moore. Both these guys, I don't think they're even real. Yeah, good stuff there. Good stuff for sure. But what do we got to do now? We got to go assemble this God squad, move Justin Fields to running back, and that might even include adjusting a rating or two, like carrying. Most definitely probably have to be upgraded, and then we'll see how the team looks. So this is how the team will look, and I literally put Justin Fields carrying up to 88, and it made him an 84 overall running back. Absolutely absurd. So Justin Fields should be really fun to watch. Byron Young, Bryce Young here, quarterback, doing well. Then defensively, this is where we really suck. So we'll see, who could do what, when, where, why. But we'll see these rookies maybe hopefully come up and try to make a impression. We'll look at who's specialist here. So he'll actually be running inside. What in the world? This is just screwed. Trey Dean's running sub linebacker with Jack Sanborn. This whole system's going to be screwed on defense, but offense, I think we got a good thing going. I wanted to actually, so I moved DeJuan Jones up into left guard, and then Cody Whitehair up at center. And then Darnell Wright's not even playing. He'll get a year to develop behind Rob Havenstein. And then obviously Justin Fields at running back, Darnell Mooney, Claypool with Bryce Young throwing them the ball. So this should be fun. Let's see how this team does. Let's see how this team kind of acts, and I mean, simulate through this first season. I guess we'll go to mid-season and see how the team's really kicking. I don't expect them to be good at all, though. Oh my goodness gracious, what is this? We've got a breakout quarterback, a breakout wide receiver, a tandem breakout on offense, upgrade players. We've got national focus. We've got a lot on our board right now, or a lot on our plate. Oh my lord. We're looking at a lot here. Weekly awards, who did it go to? Please tell me it was Justin Fields. It was Bryce Young, 404 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. It's absolutely wild. 5 sacks tells me the protection is not quite where you want it to be, which sucks because obviously you want it to be in the right place. But Bryce Young, doing well, I think. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. Not great, but Justin Fields running for 4.5 per carry. I'm going to move to Indy playbook here, and hopefully that kind of lighten things up for the running back. And I don't know. I'm going to move Nathaniel Dell up as well to wide receiver 3. And then defensively, Jack Sanborn, Trey Dean, and Jaquan Brisker all getting it done. Oh, look at this guy. Not even going to try his name. 8 TFLs, though. That's really impressive. And then he's second in the team with sacks with 2. But it is what it is. But let's go see what... well, actually, we'll finish the season in this... in this one. Do we have to... Okay, we don't have to extend whatever his face is, Justin Fields. We're going to have to pay Jalen Johnson here a pretty penny for him to stay on the team. He didn't have much interest. And then Rob Havenstein, don't want him. I know he's a Wisconsin native. Darnell Money, I want him on for the long term. Hopefully this will get it done. And it does. Cole Kmet also went on for the long term for sure. 7-year deal, $4 million over $4 million. Love Cole Kmet. He's to stay here for the long haul chase. Claypool though, 4 years and 4 point and then 2.5. This should get it done. He does, and we barely dent our money. Justin Jones, probably want him back. Cairo Santos, don't care. Travis Gibson can walk. Ojemudia and Kendall Vildor. I'll probably have to make a decision between one of them. But that being said, we have to move on to see how running back Justin Fields finishes the season, as he hasn't started off the greatest. I don't know. Next season we'll move to Indianapolis Playbook, which is where Jonathan Taylor plays, and Jonathan Taylor puts up crazy numbers in Madden. So should Justin Fields next year. And we were god awful. We finished 3-14, but look at the numbers under my team ranks. It's just over there, past the standings, and then 32, 30, 31, 32, 29, 32. That is depressingly horrible. We'll go ahead and look at the season stats though. Bryce Young is good. He was good, all things considered, not great, but Justin Fields was good on his time. But on like how many times he got the ball, but whether or not he really did all that, I don't know. Defensively, Jack Sanborn leads the team with Trey Dean right behind him. 13 TFLs for Ade. Just call him Ade. Travis Gibson and then Ade. Jack Sanborn as well. So that's pretty cool. Good season. Move to next. Switch the frickin' whatever it's called. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just going to go to free agency. And here in free agency, I don't feel like we need much here for sure. I think that we'll just look primarily towards offensive linemen. And I think that Kevin Dotson kind of could come in and fit right in for sure. And this is very intriguing here with Chris Lindstrom here as well with Mike Onwenu, Kevin Zeitler, I'm not even interested in. John Runyon as well. We just don't need guard. We simply just don't need it. I have to shy away from it. Rob Havenstein. We're going to need tackle, though, but that is where one of the rookies could play. So basically, probably have one of the rookies here, or Braxton Jones plays this right here. Probably slide DeJuan Jones inside to play another guard. And then at center, we're going to play probably Cody Whitehair. And then obviously have Dotson. And then we'll have Tevin Jenkins. And then on the other tackle spot, we'll use Darnell Wright. So, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, it could work for sure and watch these guys develop. So, I think that we're fine with just Kevin Dotson. And I don't think he needs that big of a contract. So, we'll just back it down and hopefully make it a little less intriguing and make it seem a little bit like we're not so desperate. Cam Jordan, Zach Steelers here. I'm not sure who I want necessarily at right end. That would be fun to get Nick Bosa, but I just don't think it's in the if it's in the stars here. Dominique Robinson. I want Ade Bawar. I want Ade to succeed, so we'll leave that door open. And then on the left end we got Byron Young, who's still youngin, I guess. Defensive tackle though, probably could use another one. I know we just signed back Justin Jones though. So we'll need someone else maybe off the edge. So maybe look for an edge defender here like Mike Dana. Dorrance Armstrong's also pretty good. But AJ Epinesa, sure. I'm down for like a 2-year deal with him. Actually, give me a 1-year deal, just kind of a temporary guy. But we'll give him a little bit more money than he probably ever desires. Outside linebacker Rashawn Gary could be quite fun. Steal him from a division rival. We're gonna need middle linebacker, but no one has freaking interest. Tremaine Edmonds, I'm just not gonna give him that bag. No way. Not feel comfortable doing that. Josie Jewell is too slow. I'm not in it. I'm not in right there. With cornerback though, Isaiah Rodgers feels like a bear for some reason. Give Isaiah Rodgers a huge deal. Hopefully he wants to come on over and play for us. But these will be our targets right here: Isaiah Rodgers, Kevin Dotson, and AJ Epinesa. I feel like good deals all around. Should get all of them here on that first sweep, and we do. So we kind of have our team decided. We're going to need to, I mean, we're not really going to pay attention to the draft all that much, but we will draft. I'll let you guys know what we get. It's a done deal. We just got Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah next year, first round pick from the Browns, and Wyatt Teller. So that is pretty cool, I thought. And we'll go ahead and look at our offensive line now. It'll be Braxton Jones. Cody Whitehair is gone. And then at center, we'll have Tevin Jenkins, I guess. And then at tackle, we'll have Darnell Wright. And then on the other tackle, Braxton Jones, DeJuan Jones. Where would he play? I'm not sure. Kevin Dotson would play here. And then Tevin Jenkins would play here. Wyatt Teller would play here. And then we're gonna need a good offensive line. So, or a good defensive lineman, for sure. Dominique Robinson might be able to be worth a little bit. Gonna need a middle linebacker as well. Rock Yassin on his final. Yeah, we'll see what we could cook up. Done deal, a second round this year. Rock Yassin, Cody Whitehair across for Dre Greenlaw. Eddie Jackson will be gone. We have Trey Dean, and I mean, I'm not gonna say we don't need Eddie Jackson, that we're gonna miss him, or that we're not gonna miss him, because definitely a big piece of this team, and especially the defense. And I just thought, well, we can get value out of him. I'm down. In this kind of rebuild situation, we get Laviska Shenault, Tommy Tremble, and a next year third. Probably overpaid like crazy now that I'm looking at this deal. Kind of sucks. Okay, this is a done deal. The number 1 overall pick projected next year, and then the 13 overall projected pick next year for the number 12 overall projected pick next year, and Brian Burns. So I thought that was a pretty good trade. And this is the offense headed into year number 2 with Bryce Young at quarterback. And then you actually have Justin Fields, Khalil Herbert, Tristan Ebner as well. But Laviska Shenault, Darnell Money, Chase Claypool, Tremble, and Kmet. And then you have this good offensive line. Not great, but good. It's got a piece or two on it. And then defensively, it's just kind of whoever's faster and whoever has the better coverages. Man coverage and whatnot from Jaquan Brisker is not the best, but it's not really the game that they are supposed to be playing. But Trey Dean is more of a linebacker guy. Superstar development, by the way. Awesome. Good stuff. 78 zone coverage with 86 speed. I think he'd make a better free safety, which kind of does suck because he's, I mean, a good strong safety, but we're going to force him outside of his role. The Florida safety will be moving to free safety. And then, yeah, Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Rogers. Wait, superstar development for Odabarwar? Did he win, like, defensive rookie of the year or something? Oh, my Lord. Okay, Odabarwar would have to go right here. Byron Young can rush the quarterback. I'm actually going to put him number 1 defensive tackle. Brian Burns right there, and then Kyler Gordon. Laviska Shenault will not be in the slot. I'm just making sure Justin Fields is in at these running back spots. I'll make sure that he's subbed in here at third down back as well, and then we'll move this team on. But it's so funny seeing Justin Fields at running back. I started simulating, and then I realized that I had to go change the scheme on over to Indianapolis, so we see some tremendous... oh boy, did not mean to do that. What were we in, dude? Oh my goodness. I don't know. Cribbity craps. So at the midseason mark, we are 3-4. Our offensive rushing yards per game is good. So hopefully that means that we are running the ball really well with Justin Fields. Bryce Young having a good season so far, but rushing, Justin Fields on pace for probably a little bit over 1,000. And then receiving, Darnell Mooney's having a good season. Kind of a huge drop-off after Laviska Shenault. I do want to see defensively, though, what we're looking at here. Brian Burns has half a sack on the season. Love that. 3 leads the team from Ade, so that's cool. Yeah, I guess push it to the playoffs, see if we can make it in. First, I'm going to go ahead and actually look at at the players ready to negotiate. And Justin Fields be a lot better to negotiate with because he is a running back at this point. So, I mean, I'm fine giving him a big bag here because obviously he deserves it. He's a good running back. Trey Greenlaw as well here. Probably, I mean, doesn't need to be paid like an outside linebacker or like an edge rusher. I wish that the game knew the difference between the two, but unfortunately they don't. JOK is probably going to be worth a fortune as well. So, not fun. Not fun at all. See if this gets it done. Nope. Cool. That's so fun. This game freaking sucks. Pushes your buttons all the time. Tevin Jenkins does not have any interest, but I don't care. I'm going to force him to come back. That's exactly the offer he was hoping for. Well, luckily, we were on the same page here with our minds. Tommy Tremble can come back 6 years, 2.5 or 2.5. I'm glad that that deal's done as well. It's one less dummy I have to work with here. Jack Sanborn, I mean, he's good to walk. AJ Epinesa, don't need back. Khalil Herbert, don't need back. It's just these two shithieds that I need to worry about. It's another bad season going 6-11. Obviously, not ideal, but it is what it is. Bryce Young had his best season. A lot of interceptions still, but rushing. Justin Fields couldn't quite break that 1,000. Only averaging 62 yards per game. It's not okay. Darnell Mooney's fine. Laviska Shenault was good. It's great, actually, in his role. JOK led the team in tackles. TFLs was Justin Jones. And then came Odatomia. Brian Burns led the team in sacks. 6.5 as after all said and done. Definitely move playbooks around again. Don't like this at all. Able to get BJ Hill, Pete Warner, and David Long. So a lot of defensively focused stuff here in this free agency class, but done deal. 17 Ben Skoranek and Weaver will get me Aiden Hutchinson, I guess. Happy with that. Very happy with that. Then there's this defensive tackle right here with B block shed, C finesse moves, B power moves, and C tackles in the early second round. Looks good. He has some iffy ranges like pursuit and whatnot, but I don't think that'll really matter at the end of the day. A to C awareness is still pretty good. He's a great athlete. So I'm going to go with Curtis Ware here. Normal dev, not too worried about it. I'm not going to lie, I really could care less, but I guess let's move it on. Okay, so I'm here with the Eagles. I'm trying to make a trade. Obviously, Chase Claypool, 3rd and 5th round. And they have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Michael Pittman Jr., and then this guy who looks like almost like a generational player. That is just freaking ridiculous. I think I'm going to make a move for him, but they don't have the cap salary to do so. So, I mean, if I can get Michael Pittman Jr., cool. If not, I mean, no biggie. I mean, that 3rd or that 5th next year could turn into a 2nd next year, and that might go through. So, it does. Chase Claypool, Michael Pittman Jr., 3rd next year. I mean, it's just a good trade. And a little disclaimer here. This will be my final season doing this, and I'm not going to go all out, but I might make a trade using, like, some draft picks and whatnot to get, like, I don't know, someone, I guess. I'm not sure yet, but we do have a good team. All around, great team so far. It looks great. Defensively, though, I mean, we've really flipped this team around. I don't like the way that this is set up necessarily. I mean, it's fine because I know JOK and then probably Pete Warner are going to play our linebacker spots, so we don't really necessarily need to fill this spot right here as well. And when did we get Zach Allen? What in the world? I never put an offer in on Zach Allen. We sure as hell should not have Zach Allen right now, but I guess he's here. Team looks good. Trey Dean went up to Superstar X Factor. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, put in a good trade for I mean, what do we got? So interior looks like obviously Zach Allen and BJ Hill, Brian Burns, Aiden Hutchinson on both sides. And then what do we need? Probably just a sub linebacker. Corners are fine. I'm okay with these kind of mid corners. They're not like great, but they're good. So I think that we'll just go ahead and try to make a trade here for possibly a middle linebacker or someone that can just play that sub linebacker spot significantly, or I guess pretty well. Done deal. 2nd next year, 1st next year, and a 3rd this year for Nick Bolton. Really happy about that. He's not undersized, but he's still a great linebacker. He just become one of our highest rated players on the team. Go like this pick combo and maybe acquire something else. So we're going to have Michael Pittman Jr. across from T. Higgins now. Like I said, we're going all out. So got ourselves a lot of really good players, and I actually want to go ahead and we'll look at the team here. We should have a pretty good look. T. Higgins, Darnell Mooney, Michael Pittman Jr., Laviska Shenault. Offensive line's fine. Probably should invest in that a little bit more. Then defensively, a lot of things around here look pretty good. Happy with the team. Probably could get a third or another corner. Probably trade Kyler Gordon, and then I'd probably consider Justin Jones, and then maybe like a 4th round draft pick. Try to make a move for like an 85 overall corner or so. This is a bit much for Derek Stingley Jr., but I don't really care. Justin Jones, Kyler Gordon, a 4th round pick for Derek Stingley Jr. Just seemed to be the most logical. I probably could have gotten a better player, but I'm fine with getting Derek Stingley Jr. Now we make sure the team is all good. I got to make sure that everyone's in the right place. I'll use the depth chart for that. But just kind of taking a final look over the team here, see if we can improve anywhere else, like necessarily. But I don't really think so. I think the team's kind of at its peak right now. We'll go ahead and put Derek Stingley Jr. up here as well. But yeah, I think we're looking good. I think that we are set up for success for sure. So yeah, I guess let's see how we do. And at the midseason mark, we do not start off the best, but we are 3-4. And I mean, I'm looking for a good season here from our running back, Justin Fields. He's starting off well. He's doing good. He's not doing great, but he's doing good. Better than we've seen in the past. Michael Pittman Jr., T. Higgins, and Darnell Mooney all up in that 300 club, along with Cole Kmet. Leading in touchdowns is Darnell Mooney though. And then looking here at we're getting good sack production finally, with 4 from Zach Allen as well. Jeez. So yeah, we're getting things done now. Interceptions, trading with 2, Jalen Johnson with 2, Jaquan. Love trading. He is up to an 80 overall actually now. I just upgraded him. So yeah, let's see how we can do come playoff time. And we finished the season 10-7. Love to see that for sure. Don't know why I'm peeking over there at the stats. I'm just gandering off of my eyes here. But Bryce Young, another solid season, not great. But Justin Fields carried the team. 1,100 yards on the season, goes down to 73 per game, 9 touchdowns. 4.5 per carry is really good, though. Receiving, T. Higgins did good. So did Michael Pittman Jr., so did Darnell Mooney, and so did Cole Kmet. And then kind of falls off after that. Defensively, though, a lot of tackles to go around. Stingley, Okoromoa, Bolton, all over 100. TFL's a lot to go around as well. Zach Allen ties Brian Burns in sacks, which is only 1 under the leader, Aiden Hutchinson. And then interceptions all around the safeties are getting it done for sure. Love what they're doing. Kendall Vildor even had 2, Jalen Johnson, and then a lot. Nick Bolton, JOK, and Brian Burns all had an interception as well. We look good. We look good for sure. The team looks really good. We're going to see how we can fare against this Minnesota team. We've gone against them 2 times a year for a long time now. So see if we can go ahead and beat them in the wild card. If I had to put my money on anyone, it'd be the Minnesota Vikings, but that's just me. We did win by a fair 20-point margin. Now we're against a worse team in the Carolina Panthers. Worst team by far. We'll see if we can beat them. And we don't. That's just the way Madden works. But this was a fun little experiment video thing. This is an hour and 5 minutes of recording. Didn't feel like it was super fun. Glad you guys could stick around. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Or at least consider it. You can undo both actions at any time, and they are both completely free. So at least consider it. And that'll be it for me. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.